Everyone, today we're going to be doing 5 different sensory bags that are really easy to make, and everything we got was from the Dollar Tree. So are you ready to make one?
Yay!
Okay. Don't forget to hit like if you found any information on this video helpful, and subscribe for any of our future notifications for new videos. That we're going to do, you need, at the Dollar Tree they have these little foam pearls and a bunch of different colors. We got some in purple and blue, and they have white. Get those for $1. And then we need a bottle of water, and then we also need a quart size freezer bag, and then we need some duct tape, or you could use packaging tape, whichever one. We're going to see what works best. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's get this started. We kind of started off on the wrong foot. I just ripped it open and the styrofoam pieces went everywhere. If anybody knows anything about styrofoam, it's the worst thing to get all over the place because it's hard to clean up. We did find out that if you get a piece of packaging tape, it'll stick on the styrofoam and clean it up really quickly. So we were able to get right back on track. When you're adding the bottled water, I just added like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons at a time, and that allowed me to feel it, close it, and feel it to see if it had enough water in it. I also squeezed it to get all the air out. If you have air in it, then it won't move around as much as you want it to. So once we had what we felt like was the best feeling, then we put some packaging tape on it. And I actually found out that the packaging tape was not a good solution for sealing up our bags. So at the end, we tried duct tape, and that was much better. But you definitely want to make sure that you seal up and cover up the corners so your child doesn't rip the bag. If I took out the mishap with pouring the things all over the place and using the tape that did not work, then this would have taken me probably about 3 minutes to create in total, which is pretty awesome for a sensory bag. That was really fun, wasn't it? Yay! Okay, so the next one is pretty easy. It's just going to be pour. Again, we're going to need the bags and we need the tape. We have these water beads. They say floral gel beads, and when you squish them, they don't break. So they're a lot like the water beads that you would make, and we're going to see how many fit in there. They were $1 each at the Dollar Tree, and I think we might be able to fit 2 of them in. So let's see how much we can fit in and see how fun it is to play with. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. All right, so I found that these beads are a little bit stronger than the ones that you would get on Amazon and grow yourself at home, which is awesome because if your child is going to be squishing them and pushing on them, you don't want them to be breaking. So I pushed on them pretty hard and they didn't really break. Make sure you get all the air out so that way you're able to push them and move them around. And then you want to put the tape around it. And again, this tape didn't end up working, so I had to replace it. Okay, our third one is we're going to need baby oil, which I didn't just get mine. I've had mine for a little while, but we need the baby oil. You can get at the Dollar Tree, a bottle of water, and some food coloring, in addition to our bags and our tape. So we're going to be making a oil sensory bag. And water and oil, they don't mix very well, so it's going to be really cool to see what they do when we pour them together. What do you think?
Yay!
Yeah? This is one of my favorites, actually, because of the way that the oil and the water doesn't mix. I put in about a tablespoon of baby oil and about the same amount or a little bit more with the water, and then a couple drops of food coloring. Made sure I got all of the air out, and then taped it up. you can see that the oil does not mix with the water, so it looks pretty cool. I don't recommend putting a lot of water in it or a lot of oil in it, because then you wouldn't be able to move it around in the way that it moves around right now. All right, our fourth activity is going to be kind of like a mess-free painting sensory bag, which is awesome for parents. We get to paint and we don't have a mess, right? Like that. So we're gonna need shaving cream.
Washable.
And this is washable tempera paint. All of this came from the Dollar Tree. And again, we need our tape and our bags. So super simple, and we're just gonna get started and see what these two colors can turn into. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, ready for the shaving cream. Make sure that your bag is completely open, because when we put it in, it kind of stuck to the sides and you would have to squish it down. It's not a big deal, you just have to take a little bit extra time to squeeze it in there. And then we took the colors. You could do any colors that you want, but he wanted to make purple. So it's a good way to teach colors and how they mix together to make other colors. And so I've just put them on both sides. If I did it again, I would put a little bit of shaving cream, the colors, and then more shaving cream. That way you could see the colors a little bit better. And right now I didn't get all of the air out in this video, so at the end I did, and it was much easier for me to move it around and mix the colors. So make sure that you get the air out of that really well. All right, so our last one is gonna be, I think, the most fun. So we have our bags and our tape. We also have from the Dollar Tree some glitter glue. So we're gonna be doing like a silver greenish theme here. We have some confetti from the Dollar Tree in the party section. We also have some sequins. And we have, believe it or not, hair gel. We're gonna see how awesome it is when we put all of this together. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I put in an entire bottle of gel, and if I had to do this again, I would probably put between a half a cup and 3/4 cup. And at first I put in 2 little drops of the glitter paint, and then I put 2 more at the end because I didn't think it was enough. When you put in the sequins, make sure that you open up the bag a little bit more than I did. It kind of stuck to the side and it was a little difficult to get it into the hair gel. It just takes a little bit longer to mix it together. Also make sure that you squeeze it and get the air all out of it. Otherwise it's kind of difficult to move all those things around. And then mix it together to mix the colors. And there you go. I really had fun playing with this one. So the packaging tape was a fail. It peeled right off. So at the very end, we made sure we had all the air out after we took the packaging tape off and put duct tape. Worked much better. I hope that you enjoyed this video to learn how to make some sensory bags. If you found this video helpful, please like our video. We'd love for you to be a part of our family, so subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for notifications of new videos.